Sabroso. Vamos, vamos.
Encima.
Con Tanny D.
Y el negro caliente.
Sabrosura. Con las manos arriba. ¿Qué tú quieres?
Un mal coco se ha dicho.
Quiero como ni papaya ni limón.
¿Y qué más?
No quiero guava ni guandúes ni mamón.
Sigue.
Yo lo que quiero es mi palmita de pipa. Welcome to the Tanny D TV Magazine Show. How are you doing, everybody?
All right.
I'm so happy to have you here in my house, mi casa, tu casa, your house. This is our first show for the Tanny D TV Magazine show. This is our first show for a new season. Give a clap to that, guys. Woo-hoo! Today, I promise you an amazing show. This show is going to have a little bit about beauty, a little bit about health, wellness. We're going to talk about a few new projects that are in town. We're going to talk about a lot of things that happened while we were out of the air for a few months getting ready for the new season. We're going to have so many amazing, interesting people. You don't want to miss this. This is your host, Tanny D. Follow us on Instagram, on my webpage, www.tannyd.com. You can also follow us on Facebook under the Tanny D TV Magazine Show. Of course, this is not your Wendy Williams show. This is Tanny D. Get it right. We have DJ Ruben in the house, and he's gonna be making sure, he's gonna be making sure that this lounge is your lounge. I cannot wait. So we're going into commercials. Take it, DJ. Hey! Welcome to the Tanny D TV Magazine, everybody. Tanny D is made here in Tampa Bay, Florida, and I am so happy. First of all, I want to give thanks to who's making this possible. I want to thank TBCN for the opportunity and bringing us all together in this amazing space, amazing space. They're giving us the opportunity to be in front of your TV, on your YouTube, online here for you. I want to thank EJ Moreno for being our floor director. He put up with crazy Tanny. Oh, did I say crazy? Well, happy Tanny, happy Tanny. I also want to make sure that I thank our designer, and that's FB Collection, Franz Benjamin. Can you get a full shot of this for me, please? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Look at this, look at this. Wow, so this is from Florida. You look, it's amazing. With that, let me tell you, we were at the Tampa Bay Fashion Show this week. It was amazing. We saw a lot of variety, diversity, everybody inclusive. I had never seen something like that in a while, but I'm so happy. Thank you, Franz Benjamin. He took us there. We went with him, and we had amazing time. If you want to see more of his clothes, just definitely make sure that you look for him on internet, or just follow me, and I'll definitely give you the information on our webpage. Now, listen, look what I have. I have an amazing book here. It's called Reawaken. And I definitely, when I met the owner of this book, I wanted to make sure that I was able to bring him to the TV show. His name is Adrian Conley. He is an amazing author, and I'm so happy to have him here with us. Please help me welcome Mr. Adrian Conley in the house.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming and being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
You are an amazing personality down in South Shore, and I know that with this book you're moving communities and moving people step by step, like the song. Step by, okay. But Adrian, we met not too long ago. We were at a network
meeting on
community in
Ruskin.
In Ruskin. Big up to the Firehouse Club, amazing people. We have some other guests here from that same venue, but you told me about your book, and I definitely wanted to make sure that I got my hands on it. You wrote me a nice dedication. That's how amazing you are. But I also wanted to make sure that we were able to talk about this because it's something that is good not only for me, for you, for the community, and people in need. Tell me a little bit about you. You've come all the way from Ohio, right?
I'm originally from Cleveland, Ohio. I'm one of 4 sons to a wonderful mother and dad who's passed away now. And I joined the Air Force, and I was a Chinese linguist in the Air Force, and did 21 years there, retired back in 2001. Was a defense contractor for the last, 20 some odd years.
Wow.
And after my daughter got married in 2016, I decided to move down to Florida. Something different. This book has been on my mind and on my heart for years, and I finally got a chance to do it. So,
wonderful.
It's been great. It's been great. Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much for your more than 20 years of service. I know that you have had a remarkable career. I know that you know a little bit of Chinese.
I do.
And I told you I was going to have you do
You did say
speak
that.
some Chinese. So how do you say hi in Chinese?
Ni hao ma.
Ni hao. Okay, ni hao ma. Awesome. So tell me about, did your service in the military, did it make...
I did 21 years total, 13 active, and the last 8 were reserve. I was a flyer. It was a great job. I got to meet a lot of people. I have some great friendships that actually I even acknowledge them in the book because we all came from similar backgrounds and with the same mindset of trying to help. And to this day, 30 years plus, these guys are fast friends.
So what does reawaken means? What does that mean to us? What does that mean?
Well, you see nowadays so many, I'm going to say lost families, lost children, lost communities. And I got tired of seeing it. So we talk about it amongst ourselves all the time. I said, but somebody has to do something. And I decided to do something. So this is just the beginning.
I know a lot of people talk about, the community, we have, this type of trouble, this type of problem, this is wrong with the community. But a lot of people don't say, well, you know what? Let's do this. Let's bring this option or this opportunity or help this person who needs.
People complain about things, but my thing is don't complain unless you have a solution to the problem.
I agree.
And this is a solution that I believe works because as I grew up, our neighborhood, like I said, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
And we really believe that. And I'm a steadfast believer in that as well. So.
Now, with this book, right, I love the way how it's very friendly to the reader. I like the way, and I was able to go over it. I'll be honest with you, even though I'm a lady, I went through the guys, how to be a father.
How to be a father, right. Well, it talks about the prototypical family of father, son, daughter, mother, and how everybody has a part to play.
Yes.
And the biggest thing, most of the time, and I'll say today especially, the father is the one that's out of the home, which leaves mom there to do everything. Mom's trying to work 2 and 3 jobs just to make sure everybody's okay. But in doing so, she loses who she's supposed to be.
Yes.
This is her part. This is her piece of the pie. Everybody has a role to play, but now she's so stretched and spread so thin, they never get a chance to see the real her. She loses the real her. The kids lose the real her. And everybody suffers in the process. So if we can just acknowledge that and then act on that, I think things will start to recover more than anything else.
Amazing. And you know what I like? Because it's so easy to read. You have a piece for the father, a piece for the mother,
Absolutely.
a piece for the son,
Sons and daughters.
and the daughter.
Right.
I've been here, I've done a few shows with other colleagues on TBCN, and I remember clearly one time that we were talking about a girl. She was in a situation where something happened to her that drastically changed her life, and she was saying, now that she was a woman, she didn't know how to be a mom.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking to myself, it
should
should be
get that from
natural,
mom,
right?
but it's not natural. And that's the key right there. I mean, because so many children in their lives are determined by things outside of them.
Yes.
And that's the thing that we have to stop. They have to realize no one should be able to define who you're supposed to be. You see the bad, that doesn't mean you have to replicate that.
Yes.
Don't emulate that. There are so many good things around you. Find someone that you can look up to and go ask questions. That's the biggest thing to do, is to ask questions. I mean, like I said, because I talk to the fathers, because the fathers have to learn that you have a responsibility whether you're in the home or not. If you decide to leave or you and mom don't get along anymore, you still have a job and a role to play. And that daughter especially, that dad is the first person supposed to tell her how sweet, how special she is. If she doesn't get that from dad, she's going to get that from one of the wolves in the street. The wolves aren't going to do our daughters any good, and we know it. That's why we have so many single parents right now. Is because people don't have that same construct of family, the thought of family. Family is the beginning. Family is always going to be there, good or bad.
Now, let me tell you, we have nowadays, when Father's Day come, we have a lot of friends that would be like, I'm a mom, a dad. I'm a dad, a mom. Do you believe in that? Do you think a woman could be a mom, dad, or a dad could be a dad, mom, or how do you feel about that?
You'll hear people say that all the time, but it's impossible for a woman to be a man. There's two things, and I put it in the book. There's two things your mom can never teach you. One is how to piss your name in the snow, and two, how to be a man, because she's never been a man.
Yes.
She can teach you how you should treat a woman, but she can't teach you how to be a man. She can explain to you how it feels to have your heart broken by your first girlfriend.
So
she can't explain that.
If she can't do that, do you believe that there should be somebody in the family?
Somebody in the family. If not in the family, somebody that's close to the family.
Perfect.
Because you have brothers, you have uncles, you have cousins, you have boys and girls clubs. There's somebody there available to teach you the things you need to learn as a young man.
Now, I know that with the knowledge that you have, there has to be a way for us to get to you. We definitely want you in the community more. I know that you've done some book presentations around the city.
Country.
Around the country. Tell us about that real quick.
I've done a few. I've been up to Cleveland. I have Maryland scheduled next. And I'll be in Maryland, as a matter of fact, next month. I have New Orleans in November. So it's starting to roll, just trying to get the word out.
How do we get your book? We want your book. Everybody wants to get one.
I have a new website. It's reawakensight.com, which I think you can pick it up here if you can see it.
Yeah, we're going to have it underneath on the bottom of the screen for our footage, yes.
Right. And like I say, right now, it's in its infancy, but things are starting to pick up. It's gaining momentum.
Awesome.
And just here to help more than anything else. So, and I always invite other people to help me. I don't know everything. This is my perspective, but it's a perspective that I think will allow people to embrace it, because it invites you, it tasks you, it challenges you.
So we can find your book on your webpage. Can we find it if we do a Google search or?
Absolutely. You can do at Barnes & Noble. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. You can do it at Amazon Kindle. I'll have on the website, I'll have a digital version as well. So it'll be like an ebook. And I'm also in the process of doing,
The voice one?
The voice book, yes.
Ah, yes. That's for
Right.
lazy people like some people.
Some
I
people
know.
like to drive in the car, and if you want to drive in the car and listen to a book, I didn't want to have anybody else do it because I know where the emphasis needs to be on the words in here.
I want to thank you because, it's an honor for me to meet people like you, people who have so much knowledge and that are willing to share this information. The amount of experience that you have. I know that you have an amazing family and you're working with the community. Every time I
Right.
see you, you're getting, your word out there. This is amazing. It's really, really an honor for me to meet people like you. And, something like a book, people in our community and, young people.
Right. That's the
they
biggest
would
thing. The
love
young
to
people
have-
need to hear it because so many young people are told that doing something right
Yeah.
is wrong. Doing something a certain way is caving, is giving in. Right works, family values. Because my family was a great family. I really loved them. I miss them. So
Adrian, it has been a pleasure having you today.
thank you for having me.
I want to have you here for other topics because I know we can have some great conversations and discussions about family and what's right, what's wrong, motivation. You are a great motivation. And I want to ask you to say hi and welcome everybody to your webpage. And if you have a few words for them.
A few words for them.
You have a lot of words for them.
I have a lot of
please.
words. I
Come
really
on.
do. I really do. The biggest thing for me is embrace change. If you're going to say I'm sorry, say I'm sorry, not I'm sorry you feel that way. Say I'm sorry what I did made you feel that way. Own your mistakes. If you can own your mistakes, it frees the other person and it frees you, no matter what. Once you've said I'm sorry, that burden is gone. The other person, the burden is gone from them as well. Help when you see somebody that needs the help. And help because that's who you are, not because it obligates someone else. Just be a good person. That's the way I was raised.
Awesome. You're
That was
going
how I
to
was
make me cry
raised.
now.
Like I say, my parents, they always taught us that way. Treat people the way you want to be treated.
Awesome.
It works.
Guys, I want to thank you so much. Thank you so much, Adrian.
Thank
You're
you, dear.
amazing. Everybody, we will be back. Stay tuned. We're going to have some commercial cut. Stay tuned with Tanny D TV Magazine. Woohoo! Sabroso. Vamos.
Encima.
Con Tanny D.
Y el negro caliente.
Sabrosura. Con las manos arriba. ¿Qué tú quieres?
Mal como se ha dicho.
Quiero mango ni papaya ni limón.
¿Y qué más?
No quiero guava ni guandúes ni mamón. Welcome to the Tanny D TV Magazine. Wow. It's time for some milkshake. Oh, my milkshake brings out
How about if we have something else other than
Yes,
the milkshake?
Okay. So I am so happy to have here my partner in crime.
Partner in health?
Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, yes, you're right. You're right. That's a good one. An amazing, smart girl, amazing lady, very knowledgeable. I know the last time we had you here, we were talking about
Green smoothies.
yes, and
Yes.
also the difference in between being a vegan and being a vegetarian.
Yes.
And a lot of people wrote me and were asking me and telling us about how an amazing interview that was because they didn't know, and I was a little bit clueless as well. But help me welcome our guest, Shari Leatherman, Wellness and Health Specialist. Woohoo!
Thank you. Happy to be here as always, my dear friend Tammy. So,
What do you have for us today?
yeah, so I always ask people a couple questions as a wellness strategist because you have to strategize your life nowadays. It's so fast. So how about strategizing your wellness? And literally you can make a difference within 5 minutes in the morning. May I just add something?
Yes.
Your previous guest, Mr. Conway, is my neighbor.
Oh,
And he gave me his book. He has helped me with my son. And I was a single mom for quite some time. So I really just want to acknowledge what he's doing in the community. Very, very necessary. And in Tampa, we have one of the highest homeless youth, and we have a high sex trafficking, and we have a high suicide rate. So thanks to my sweet neighbor and his passion for what he's doing, I'm really grateful. I was blessed to have him as my neighbor.
Awesome.
Okay, so that's just to say thank you, Adrian, and thank you, Tanny. So what I have here are called isotonics. So I always ask people, like, if you could change one thing about your health, what would it be? Just one thing.
Sometimes I need to be a little bit more hyper, like not type.
How about energetic, not
energetic?
hyper? Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, exactly. The word. Yeah.
People call me hyper. I just have a lot of energy and a lot
That's a
to
good way to
burn.
say it. Energetic.
So, because sometimes people associate hyper with ADHD and they label it. And we don't really have problems, okay?
Yeah.
We just need to refocus and look at where we're deficient, where we need to add better quality food, more exercise, sunshine, and most of us are nutrient deficient. Why? Because we have cell phones, we have the TV on, we have environmental toxins, we have toxic thoughts, we have stress. All of that changes the pH and the way that our body functions.
Now, quick question. Are we able to do all of this without caffeine? Because I know everybody wakes up, not everybody. A lot of people who haven't gotten to your level wake up and you're like, I need coffee. I need coffee. You're going to work. If I need to focus, I need coffee. Do you think that we can do without it?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Because we take coffee. We take coffee to bring us up, and the side effect is it drops your levels.
That's right.
Okay, and something like Coca-Cola robs you of calcium and phosphorus. I mean, there's just so many things that are depleting. So instead of having someone diet, why don't we add the good and quality to their lifestyle? So this literally takes you like less than 5 minutes. So isotonics are a supplement brand, okay? You can't get it through Amazon because there's high quality control. You get it through me. Please reach out to me. Information's here. But the beautiful thing about isotonics is it's non-addictive. It matches the chemistry of the body. Therefore, you don't have to take time to digest it. It actually gets into the bloodstream within 5 to 10 minutes.
Wow.
For kids, for animals. So let's just give you a sample. So this is these are 4 items that are synergistically that go together. But we have it in a packet right here for people on the go, like yourself.
This is one drink?
This is one drink first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Pour it in here. Boom, you're done.
Why an empty stomach? Why is it better?
Because you want it to get right into the bloodstream.
That's good.
And then 20 minutes later, you can eat. Okay, so look, for even people that don't know how to measure, it's already measured, okay? So when you take it in this form, you take 1 capful to 2 ounces of water, right? So you would take this off, and this would be your little measuring device.
Okay, and then you put 1 cap
1 cap to 2.
And then,
So basically, that's the same thing that's in here.
Awesome.
So 2, 4, 6, 8 ounces of water, right?
Okay.
Can you see the 8 on there?
Yeah. Let me see. Where are my glasses? Right here.
So tell me when to stop.
There you go. There you go. Go all the way. Up, 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 up. That's it.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Wow, how long did that take? Oh, that took 30 seconds. Is that hard to do in the morning instead of grabbing your coffee? So get up, stir it.
Great.
That's it.
Woohoo! Can we taste it?
I would love for you to taste it. Would the audience taste it?
Everybody wants some? Yeah. Oh, I didn't hear that. Everybody wants some? Yeah.
So basically, if I pass that back to you, you would drink all of this first thing in the morning, all right? It's effervescent, right? It works together. So I'll tell you what's in it, okay?
What is in it?
Okay, so if you take that first bottle, that big bottle, the purple one, the bottle.
This one.
That's called OPC3. So that's pycnogenol. And what that is an antihistamine. Helps with glucose. It helps fighting free radicals. And the biggest thing is that is an anti-inflammatory, which is the first marker in the body for pain.
Okay. That's when the body's telling you something is wrong,
right? So instead of taking a medication, why don't we try something natural, okay?
Okay.
Kind of tastes like Tang.
It's like fruity, right?
So it's quite amazing.
So this is like vitamins.
This is a vitamin.
Oh,
it is a whole food. It is, just so you know, gluten-free. All of these pieces, okay?
So no detectable GMOs.
Yes.
Vegetarian
Yes.
friendly. It's a tonic capable and drinkable.
Yes.
So it goes into your system faster than a tablet.
Right, and would you
Capsule.
like a capsule? And the FDA says only 10% of what's in a capsule has to be in there. Could be fillers, could be synthetics. A lot of times it does not break down in the stomach. So I hope you're smiling when you drink that.
Yes.
Now you're only getting a sample, mind you.
Yes.
In the morning, you want to drink this, and then you're done for the day.
Is it good? Is it good? That's great. Oh,
That's it.
Wow, everybody's energized already.
You're done for the day. And the reason that this is so effective, and I'll continue with what is in
I
each
want some, I want
product.
some. Can I have
Oh, I'm sorry. Here. This is for you anyway. Just take the cup, baby.
That's my pimple.
That's your cup. So you can get a 30-day supply, right? Or you can get a 90-day supply. I gotcha. So, OPC3. It says pycnogenol, wild berry bark, wine extract, 4 ingredients, all whole foods.
Wow.
I'm not against other supplements or other products. I'm just saying this works efficiently and effectively.
Wow.
It's not something you can get there out on the market because there's quality control. I love it, okay? So, anti-inflammatory. That's it. You can give it to your kids, you can give it to your dogs,
So
okay?
calcium plus. So it also has, it says calcium plus
All
on
right.
this one.
This is the blue one. This is a calcium plus. I can go into detail. Everyone thinks milk is your best friend for calcium. Okay, your leafy greens are your best. A lot of people don't like vegetables, but if you can drink what you need, you're done for the day. How easy is that? All right, so it's not only for bones, it's for your nervous system.
Nice.
So that's calcium. You can take this extra calcium at night if you have restless legs or insomnia or pervasive thinking.
Perfect.
Next one, yes, right? When you're stressed out.
So all of
Read
this
a
is
book.
in this one.
Go
You
for
can
a walk.
What I have here is either you can have the bottle separately.
Yes.
But this one that you just gave us has everything
It's
in one.
Yes, it's these 4.
Uh-huh.
It's just a longer supply.
Oh, awesome.
All right, activated B, B complex. This is activated methylated B. Most people get sublingual or get a shot. When we've done our surveys, most people lack energy. They either lack energy because they're eating foods that are enervating or they don't sleep at night. So we have this vicious cycle, or we're taking caffeinated products
Yes.
or poor quality food.
That's me.
Nervous system, stress, energy, digestion, everything.
B complex.
I know a lot of people that need this. Now, I stopped taking this for a while, believe it or not. Okay, last but not least, multivitamins,
Yay.
okay? I've tried the there's another kind you can drink. It doesn't taste very good. This tastes great alone. You can get it with iron and without iron. You can take any of these individually if you so choose, but they work together better. Do you think you eat enough minerals and greens throughout the day?
No, I don't think so. I think sometimes I do. Depends.
Right, depends on the day and what you're
Exactly.
doing.
And a little bit of leaf in my plate probably won't do it, right?
No,
No.
no, you got to be like a serious rabbit.
Exactly. I need help.
And eat a lot, then you have a lot of energy, okay?
Yes.
Yes. So I kind of look at wealth as this holistic approach. It's not only this, but it's hanging out with people that you love and loving your business and reading material that is going to motivate you and inspire you, getting out of your comfort zone, getting exercise, good amounts of sleep, having passion,
Yes.
and having passion in the bedroom. All of those things are complementary to a well-rounded person. There's statistics done about it. But what most people don't know is we have the opioid problem. People
Crisis,
are using medications, and the side effects are taking more and more and more. And most people would like to wean themselves off. So add something that's beneficial. Okay, whether
I personally have
Yes?
the multi one, the one that comes with everything together.
Uh-huh.
And
you have the OPC3.
I started with this one. That's a turn up.
Oh, this
which
is a
for
turn up.
energy.
Yes.
We'll talk about that in our next show.
Yes.
But I want to definitely let everybody know Sherry does an amazing work with the community.
Oh, thank you.
She's always in activities like the ones for the Center for Women. She's in every single
Dress for
entrepreneurship committee, and she's with the chamber as well, working hard to make sure that everybody is in that vibe, you know, that nutritional healthy.
I want people to be
living
well and
lifestyle.
happy.
Yes.
Most
yes,
people are in
yes.
pain. It's hard.
And this woman can do the best, the most advanced Zumba in town. She would jump all the way up, and you know, one time she, as a joke, and I was like, let me go with her. She went We went to the Zumba class.
That's right, we did.
Next thing you know, I'm like, she's probably gonna be lazy, out of beat, out of rhythm, and very bored in the middle of class. She'll probably tell us, it's time to go in the middle of. No, this woman was literally like this. What? What? And I'm sorry, EJ. He's gonna kill me. He's like, Tanny, why are you jumping? It's like, she was literally jumping off the roof. I'm like, no way. And I was feeling so bad because I was so out of shape, but I don't know how she did it. So just to try, I was like, I'm like, what are you eating? And it's all vegetarian. She's a full vegan.
Yes.
So I was like, where are you getting all this energy? And I met her. She has so many people that follow her, and some people who have changed their lives. They're now vegan, totally. And we normally have some potlucks, but how can we get you? If you're a celebrity, so whoever doesn't know you, by the end of this show, needs to get in contact with you.
So I'm on Facebook under Shari Leiterman. My website is shop.com/rawsomliving, or just go to Facebook and you'll find me, or reach out to Tanny. So
or on YouTube, just do a search and you'll find her information, her company, and her under her name. Now, I want to thank you. This is not going to be the last time that we're going to have Shari here. Hopefully we have you for the whole season, so don't go anywhere.
Okay.
I love you so much, my friend.
Too. Oh. Thank you.
Thank you for being with us. Guys, don't leave. We are going to be back. Stay tuned. We have some commercials, and after that, we're going to talk about insurance. Yeah. Sabroso. Vamos.
Encima.
Con Tanny D.
Y el negro caliente.
Sabrosura. Con las manos arriba. ¿Qué tú quieres?
Mal coco se ha dicho.
No quiero mango, ni papaya, ni limón.
¿Y qué más?
No quiero guava, ni guandúes, ni mamón.
Sigue.
Yo lo que quiero es mi palmita de pipa. Welcome back to the Tanny D TV magazine show. Now, let me tell you, we had an amazing previous segment along with Miss Shari, our health and wellness specialist, and she got us some nice drinks. Here I'm still drinking some of that isotonic. So if you are interested in tasting some of this, definitely get to my webpage, link with me, www.tinyd.com. And we can definitely probably have her come and talk about great food and nutrition. Now, I want to make sure that you're aware that this show is going to have a little bit of everything. And now we're going to talk about something more serious, something that's very important for everybody, and it's actually insurance. You're going to talk about insurance. And for that, I am so happy that I was able to bring a very, very, very renowned, successful woman who is very empowering, and I am so glad that she was able to make it to our show today. I want to welcome the owner of Insurance Professionals of America and Insurance for Seniors, Miss Angela Harris.
Thank you.
Angela like an angel. Angela like an angel. I was so happy to meet you. I want to definitely thank as well. We can't leave out Carol, who's somewhere in the back there. If we can get her. She's in the back, and she was like, I need you. Woohoo! There you go. I'm so happy that she was like, you know what, Tanny? We need to meet Angela. And we got, you opened your doors to us, we met your family, and I got to see what you do in person. This woman works miracles for the people in the community, especially our veterans.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for everything.
Tell us about yourself. How did you start it?
Well, let's see. I've been in this industry for nearly 30 years, and that's I just realized this, just dawned on me the older I'm getting. But I started out, and I think I was 20. I just was waiting tables, and I was a maid, and some people I waited on liked my personality and offered me the opportunity to get into the industry. So I pursued it, and ended up with some really wonderful mentors, and one of my still dearest friends named Benny, and he's still my dear friend and mentor. He helped me get started in the debit route industry side of this, where we used to go out and collect insurance premiums from people's homes, and it wasn't always the safest of neighborhoods, but you know, it kind of makes you, breaks you as an agent. And then I went on to better things. I opened up a life insurance agency, and then I have these two. So this is my third insurance agency. And it's all about finding your way and helping people learn what I didn't have someone teaching me.
Wow, that's good. And I'm glad that, you know, you started, like you said, from the bottom. Customers are important, not customers, patients are important for
Clients.
you. Clients are
prefer
important
clients,
for
yeah.
you. And I know that when I went to your house, you were working with somebody who was, I believe, probably an elderly person.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us what you can do for them, because I know that some of us say, well, I have an insurance already, or my insurance is not good enough, or it's not enough, or I have Medicare, or if I have Medicaid. What do you do? Carry us through that process, because definitely it's sometimes might seem complicated for a lot, but I know for you it's like a piece of cake, right?
Yeah, for the most part. You know, there's always continuing education and keeping up on top of everything. I'm a broker, so I deal with the top carriers that I choose in the industry, and I watch and I check them out. So who I represent to my clients are going to pay their claims. They're going to be reputable. You know, none of this thing, some of the bad things that you hear about, that's not happening. Between my husband and I, he owns an agency as well, and he's a stockbroker, but he's also one of my agents.
Nice.
And that is nice, because we get to work a lot together, and we've pulled in a lot of other agents that I always tell them, do what you like to do, because you're going to be good at it. And that's how I was raised by my father. So whatever you feel you're good at and you like, you're going to get better at and become great, and the money will follow. So I take that same approach with the people that I'm helping build their careers and learn things that I learned the hard way. Having said that, we deal with everything except for auto and homeowners, because I'd really have to sit behind a desk all day, and I don't want to do that. That's not my personality. So we tend to specialize with all the agencies in Medicare. But having said that, we do a lot of life insurance, home care plans, long-term care, you know, dental, vision, prescription drug, and so on and so forth. The agents that I take on to bring onto our team, the level of compassion is super important. And, you know, you can't teach that. You're born with it or you don't.
Yes.
So that's key. And the ability and the desire to serve others is very important, because the people that we help the most are the people that need us when they need us, not just at enrollment. So my agents and our family always are there throughout the year. And every year that comes around, whatever type of plan they have, we encourage them to keep in touch with us. If something drastic is changing, like if someone gets sick and has a super expensive medication, we want to know about that so we can strategize with them. And during annual enrollment period for Medicare, which is October 15th to December 7th, that's a time where everyone can switch plans if they have to, need to, feel they want to, for whatever the reasons are. So we take all that work out of it, so we do all that for them. We just automatically say, we're going to get back with you, and we're going to take care of letting you know if there's something better for you or not.
So, like, remember the day that I was by you and you had to take that call, right? Mm-hmm. I remember that was that person, for example, that you had to work with. Did that person have an insurance? And if they had an insurance, I know that you were trying to ask them a few questions as well.
Yeah.
You try to probe them to see if there's like something missing, right?
A qualification. I always qualify everybody, and I never assume, because there's a lot of people that are on disability that are just coming on to parts A and B for Medicare. And there's a lot of people that might have just A and B and not be aware that they can get Part C, which covers the 20% of what straight Medicare doesn't. And they might just have Part D. D is your drug plan or prescription drug coverage. So everybody's different. I'll often be with a married couple, and the wife's needs are completely different than the husband's. And you know, if I'm dealing with a Medicare supplement, there's just about 3 minutes versus some people take longer than that. But I can usually tell 3 to 5 minutes where I need to place each person, and I could be at a table full of people. And you just get used to it, and you narrow it down, and then you go through what doctors and specialists they see, how many times a year they see them, what's been going on the last year in their health, all their medications. What do you do? Do you travel? Do you have another home somewhere else? You know, there's a lot of things going on, and we just go from that premise.
If somebody's interested in getting in contact with you and they're not too sure about what they have when it comes to insurance packages, how do they get in contact with you?
They can call. You know, we are local, even though we have statewide clients, and some of my agents are multiple state licensed. So if you need help in another state, you can obviously let us know by calling 941-792-5511. That's 5511. You can also reach us at the website. The main website is www.saveonmyinsurance.com.
Now, I know that you take care of elderly people who are veterans. What is the main case? What's one of the most common cases that you find and where you have been able to help our veterans?
You know, one of my agents worked for the VA and served in the Navy herself, so she was able to share some things, and we discovered there's definitely a hole that's full of holes, but this particular area of how they get their care isn't quite there. So instead of waiting,
Yes.
to see their doctor at the VA, or maybe not get all their medications covered,
Or surgeries. Or be afraid of not scheduling a surgery
Right.
or a procedure because they're afraid that they're not covered, right?
It could be in some cases. So we have plans available that the veterans can get on that are disabled, and guess what? They have the best of both worlds. They can still use the VA. You know, they have choices. I have Mr. Reed was a very close client of mine for many years, and he's since passed. He was on the Army Airborne Unit, I think.
Yes.
Like Green Berets, but he got injured in a parachute jump, and he could barely walk, let alone get to the door. It took him like 5 minutes, and he was so disabled. It was so sad, but he had gotten one of these plans with me, and it allowed him to get the home health care he needed. Nice. Unlimited visits. Wow. He had hearing aid coverage. He can get 2 state-of-the-art hearing aids a year on these certain plans. He had gym membership, not that he could use it. The
Wow.
dental, the vision.
Wow.
You know, and the medications were included. So if he couldn't get a brand name medication covered at the VA, he could get it covered this way. And he could see any other specialist that he couldn't see at the VA. And you know, that goes a long way. Some plans even include transportation and home meals and emergency response systems for people that need them, such as on low income or Medicaid even.
Wonderful. You know what? If you don't know this, you just miss out, right?
You don't know what to know if you don't know.
There you go. Listen, I like that. I have heard, a little birdie told me something about you being a rock star in Nashville. Tell us about Nashville. I see. I don't know.
Well, I did have a short stint up there. I was an independent recording artist on a contract with an independent label. They had some financial difficulties, so I came back home and went right back into what I know, and that's business, helping people doing this.
Yes.
So it was a good experience. It was tough, but I'm more of a soulful person, and I'm not too country singing, so it wasn't the perfect fit anyways.
Well, we might need to work on some salsa tunes.
Oh, I can,
Yeah.
And my husband speaks Spanish. I can get a little.
I met him. That's a cool kid. And you know, we'll have him here, I don't know, probably for our next show, but it would be nice and fun to have you back again.
That'd be great.
I'm so happy that we did this together.
Me too.
I love, you know, you're so charismatic. You're a person who's working with the patients from beginning to end, and also you're a loving person to the people who are around you. Carol, she loves you. Like,
They're family. She's like my mom, my other mom.
Wow.
And Larry, too.
She's
Not mom, but
very artistic. She is also an amazing designer. Her hair is always impeccable. I just want to be like you. I love her. So I want to thank you for coming again. Aw. And guys, do not go anywhere. We will be right back. So stay tuned with Tanny D TV Magazine. Yay! Great job. Great job. Great job. Sabroso. Vamos, vamos.
Encima.
Con Tanny D.
Y el negro caliente.
Sabrosura. Con las manos arriba. ¿Qué tú quieres?
Mal coco se ha dicho.
No quiero mango, ni papaya, ni limón.
¿Y qué más?
No quiero guava, ni guandúes, ni mamón.
Sigue.
Yo lo que quiero es mi palmita de pipa. Hey, welcome to the Tanny D TV Magazine Show. This is your host, Tanny D, and we are here with the amazing music of DJ Ruben from Panama 507. Woohoo! He has been playing music for us throughout the whole show. So when you come here, you get something to eat, something to drink, and some music, right? So
Can't ask for anything more.
exactly, exactly. Now I want to definitely let you know that you want to follow us on internet, www.tinyd.com, and also you can find us on Instagram under Tanny D TV Magazine, under Tanny D Models and Talents, and also on Instagram under Tanny D Enterprise. Everything Tanny D. So if you YouTube Tanny D, you'll find a lot of crazy stuff. Just don't tell me about the crazy stuff I already know. So talking about crazy stuff, okay? This has a story. The last time we were here, we had an interview with Miss Marianela, who was the queen of Panama Carnival for Panama 507. So after meeting me and working with them on the TV show, they said, well, let's see, you know what? Tanny, we need another queen. We have Calle Arriba, wrote up and wrote down, and we need one more queen. I said, okay, not me, right? Yes, me. So I said yes, and we had an amazing time with the people from Panama 507. Marianela gave away her huge crown, and it was an amazing experience. I will tell you, I was a queen for Panama Carnival back in 2000. I cannot tell you, because I'll be giving away my age. No, I won't tell you. But it was amazing, at this stage of my life, again, to be able to meet so many people and work with the community. They had an amazing picnic, and I had an amazing time. So I have one more year of social community service here with Mr. DJ Ruben and committee. But I'm proud to also represent my culture and my community and the women and the empowering women in Florida and around the world. So, and I also promise a lot of food and a good time for all the parties that we have with the Panama community. Okay, with that said, I want to welcome somebody who is amazing in the community. She moved from Atlanta, Georgia, and is giving us the privilege to have her here in the Tampa Bay area. Her name is June Ann Lewis, and she is the owner and host and empowering women and owner of the June Ann Lewis TV show. Give her a round of applause. Caribbeans in the house.
Caribbeans in the house.
Junan, I am so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to share the stage with you. Yes, certainly. I'm happy to be here with you.
Tell us about your show. Tell us how you got started.
Well, my show is called the June Ann Lewis Show, and Tanny Show's got a lot of activities and a lot of stuff going on. We get active, but Tanny has got it going on up here. First, I want to say that to you. Congratulations to you on this show. Mine started in 2013. I started with doing something on Facebook and then started doing motivational speeches. And after that, it evolved into a show called The Living Wealthy Always Show. And The Living Wealthy Always Show is about your mindset. It's not particularly about how much money you had in your pocket. That will come if your mindset is there. So, so that was the whole premise of the show. And then when I moved to Atlanta, I moved to Florida, it evolved into the Julianne Lewis Show. So it's still a continuation. The name has just changed. Yes.
Amazing.
And then I met someone through that. I met someone as beautiful as you. So now we have the opportunity to share a stage.
You're so sweet. I was
Yes.
like, who's she
So
talking about? we get along pretty good, you know,
We do.
as
Yes.
a new Tampanian person in the community. It was nice to, you know, show you around. We went to Ybor one time. I show her around, you know, as a good Tampa person.
wow, that was a treat.
Yes, we had
Yeah.
an amazing
Yeah.
time. And then we met some other people that, Tampa is so small, right?
It is.
It is so small.
It is.
You know, we went to the Improv, and we've done so much networking in the community. And, you know, I'm just happy to have you. And I wish and I know that we're going to do a lot more. She is also an actor.
Yes.
And she's a model, so every now
Yes.
and then we will see each other at the studio because we do some work for.
Yes, we do work for a particular company. Can't mention their name.
Exactly.
But the fun thing I want
Yeah.
to say that I had with Tammy is the fact that I got to watch you get your crown, and that was powerful.
Yes, yes.
It was, as you said, it's very empowering to watch the transition, and you even had the beautiful young lady that was there, a teenager,
Yes.
that became a queen. So that was very empowering to watch it, and to see her represent not only her country, but young people as a whole.
Yes.
So that was wonderful, yeah.
I love your
But-
earrings, by the way. Let me see.
Oh, thank you. These are actually shells, and this is by Iona Paris. My daughter makes these. Yes, she happens to be in the audience, but this is an Iona Paris
Where's
that
her
I'm
daughter?
wearing.
What?
So that's Tia Lewis in the back over
Do
there.
you see? Do you see
And
a
she
duplicate?
is, yes.
Yay!
And she is
She
actually the maker of
is.
Iona Paris products.
Oh,
yes.
we need to have her here for another show.
Yes, yes, yes.
Talking about empowering, let me tell you, we have some of my young students, because I'm also a teacher. I said, you know, when I grow up, I definitely want to make sure
Yes.
that I help other girls. You know, I was a very shy girl. I used to not know how to walk, and you know, when you're starting to get to that age, you want to know how to sit, and I have some amazing girls. I have Natalia. Say hi, Natalia. First time on TV. I hope you're having a good time, right? Yeah. Yes, she's an amazing model.
She is amazing.
Oh my gosh, very charismatic. Mom is around here too. Then
Yes.
we have amazing Ella. Say hi, Ella. Yay! She's one of my new oldest students, and they work so hard. They learn so many turns. They learn how to walk, how to sit, how to eat in public, and this is an amazing. I hope it's a good experience right now, right? Not nervous, right? No. Jeez, piece of cake. So I am so happy to have you girls today. This has been an amazing show.
Yes.
I wish, and I know, guys, stay tuned. We're gonna have some more amazing, crazy stuff happening on our next show. Follow us, TannyD.com. Give us your webpage, because I definitely want them to follow you.
Well, I'm on JuneAnnLewis.com, and that's June Ann Lewis and June Ann Lewis Show. June Ann Lewis Show on Instagram, on Twitter, on YouTube, on LinkedIn. It's June Ann Lewis. So I'm easy to follow. It's just my name, including if you want to email me, it's JuneAnnLewis at June Ann Lewis as well. Very easy. But Tanny, I'm so proud of you for bringing these young ladies and teaching them the things that you're teaching them, because definitely they do need it. So congratulations to you on what you're doing as well.
Thank you. Don't make me cry. I know you guys are trying to figure out if she's British, is she Irish, because she has a British accent, right?
Well, I am from the only English-speaking country in South America, It used to be called British Guyana, but now it's just called Guyana. And we speak basic patois, but when we're speaking proper English, this is basically how we sound, if we're doing proper English.
She was also
Yes.
a student from TBCN, and
Yes.
that's how we met. Has it been an amazing experience?
Oh my gosh. I want to say thank you for the opportunity for for TBCN for having us here, because that's how I met you a part of the way, and this is a wonderful program. I would encourage anybody, if you have the opportunity and you can get down here and be affiliated, to come down. You meet wonderful, dynamic people here. Yes. Life-changing. Yes.
It is. Get in contact with them, definitely. Thank you so much, lady, for coming. Everybody, round of applause for my guest. This is how we're ending the Tanny D TV magazine show. Are you guys sad? Yes. I told you it wasn't going to be a normal show, right? So I want to make sure that you guys are tuned in. We're going to have more shows. We're going to have more prizes for my followers. So stay tuned. Thank you for coming to the Tanny D TV magazine show and staying tuned. I want to give you a big kiss. Grandes besitos. See you later. Sabroso. Vamos.
Encima.
Con Tanny D.
Y el negro caliente.
Sabrosura. Con las manos arriba. ¿Qué tú quieres?
Mal coco se ha dicho.
No quiero mango, ni papaya, ni limón.
¿Y qué más?
No quiero guava, ni guandúes, ni mamón.
Sigue.
Yo lo que quiero es mi palmita de pipa.
Ajá.
Para mi coquito todos los días cosechar. No traigas uva ni manzana, no me va. No compré kiwi ni guayaba pa' probar.
Ok.
Que tú no entiendes que no escuchan esa edad. Quiero mi coquito pa' gozar.
Será.
No me discutan ni me traiga reemplazo. Si no consigues, mira, Siri, yo te planto. Ya te dije que yo quiero mi coquito. Dime, papi, si me cumple, dime rapidito. Es que coquito es lo más rico y exquisito. Lo hago en jugo en arrocito sabrosito. También lo rayo y me lo como con vela. ¿Quién no entiende? Mira que yo estoy antojada. Y quiero mi coquito. Y trae mi coquito. Y quiero mi coquito. Me gusta mi coquito. Y quiero mi coquito. Y trae mi coquito. Y quiero mi coquito. Que tú no sabes lo que sufro por dentro. Si no es coquito, mira, papi, no resuelvo. Que mi coquito me lo busca rapidito. Mira, papi, cumple, no seas malo, te lo pido. Quiero coquito en la mañana tempranito. 2 de la tarde que lo quiero fresquecito. Pero en la noche no lo quiero ni tocar. Sabes que mi abuela si se entera no se
Llegó la
va.
palma, negro caliente te lo da solo y con calma. No way you wet, mami, porque te tengo gana. Ese traguito de coquito nunca empacha. En Panamá mi gente sabe lo que pasa. En Puerto Rico, capital de lo que traga. Mucho mejor que el guarapito con la caña. Ese sabor que yo tengo más no engaña. Tell me what you don't want, madama.
No quiero carro, ni casa no me va. No quiero prenda ni zapato pa' mostrar. Que tú no entiendes que no escuchan esa edad. Quiero mi coquito pa' gozar. Y te repito que el coquito es lo más rico. Si me lo piden no lo presto ni un ratito. Que mi vecina ya me lo quiere velar. Mira que no entiendes que yo estoy antojada. Y quiero mi coquito.
¿Y qué será lo que está pidiendo ella? Bueno, coquito, será el gustito o el traguito. Pero no importa, mamá. Sabe que esto es algo para todos mis latinos, mundialmente. Coquito para todo el mundo. Para adelante.
Y quiero mi coquito.
That's right.